Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. I'm on the tail end of a cold, that's why I sound like this, and feel like this, look like this, and is why I'm wearing a warm, bright, cozy cardigan, because I'm hoping it'll cheer me up. Hey Spuds, how's it going? It's Jamie, welcome back to another video, your first video on the channel. I don't know, but welcome either way, I'm very glad to have you here. And today we are looking at the not so cheery topic, but also moderately amusing, TheRightCantMeme. It's a subreddit called TheRightCantMeme. And basically, if you want to know what this video is going to include, TheRightCantMeme is essentially homophobic, transphobic, misogynistic, anti-vax, all of those kind of memes rolled into one place. They're also just memes that are done very badly, both aesthetically and quite often they don't even make sense, or they're just completely made up and you're like, okay, yeah, you say that. Without wasting any more time, hopefully this video is not going to make my headache any bigger. Let's get on with it, shall we? Leftists explode. Oh, Andrew Tate. Greta Thunberg. Coop extra strength pills. Okay. Andrew Tate epically trolls Greta Thunberg and Twitter erupts. Hold on. Do they think Andrew Tate in any way came out on top over that interaction? Oh dear. If you've not seen it, it's the whole interaction where Andrew Tate was talking about how many cars he owned. And Greta Thunberg replied and was like, yeah, email me here. There's like small dick energy, and it was just brilliant. And I feel like Twitter just went, wah. Feminism, teaching girls to hate guys and become lesbians. This is not the first time I've seen this. There's also a very inappropriate graphic on top of this that I've cut out. Feminism is advocating for equality for women, and anyone can be a feminist. Feminism is a let's just blame the cold on me not being able to speak. Yes, feminism, the thing that makes women hate men and become lesbians. Because we all know that only lesbians are feminists. Wow, what a strange thing to say. If Titanic sunk in 2016, sorry sir, women and children first. Did you just assume my gender? Oh, in 2016 though, how old is this meme? I went on the subreddit and I was like, sort by newest? This was near the top. A 2016 meme is what, doing the rounds? I don't know, because this would really happen. But I identify as an angel. Yeah, we don't play that game. 2 transphobic ones in a row. So that's the devil, as in Lucifer. So Lucifer is a fallen angel. Lucifer, like the devil was once an angel. They're not accepting what he was originally seen as, but only accepting the fact that he's now the devil. Doesn't that go against that whole idea here? You said you were LGBTQ. I am LGBTQ. Let's get Biden to quit. Let's make Biden quit. Like, yes, you can do that. If you don't like LGBTQ plus people, why would you even use the acronym? If I see that written down anywhere, I'm just going to assume that you're LGBTQ plus in some way. And also, I find this meme funny. It's too funny to be used in such a horrible way. How dare. My mask protects Ukrainian pregnant men from climate change. Is this trying to insult, like, people who want to support people in Ukraine and know that some men can get pregnant? Hello. And that climate change is a real thing. I don't think I've ever heard anybody try and claim that masks protect you from climate change. They tried to do something and it just turned out so bad it's funny. What extremism looks like in 2022. Oh, this is like the 1950s, like traditional life things. I think it definitely would go against the typical if people lived in the same way that we did in the 1950s. Would not go so far as to call it extremism. But are they trying to be like, we're the real rebels pushing back against society by regressing to the 1950s, where things like homophobia and sexism and everything were a lot more rampant than they are today? I feel like this is always just portrayed by people who want to go back to a time where, like, women are told exactly what to do. I think that's mostly it. Women are there to serve their husbands, basically. I think we should definitely stay away from that. You will never climb to heaven with your hands full of penis. Is that real? YouTube is not going to like it, so I'm blaring out the little logo it's got on it. It's got a website, and it's stop doing something to yourself. Yeah, stop doing that. Climbing to heaven seems like a lot of effort. I feel like there's a long way to go. I thought it was always like a stairway, and they just suddenly decided, it's more convenient if it's now a ladder, because you can't climb it if you're holding a penis. I want this to be real. I mean, I don't want this to be real, but I want it to be real because it's really funny. Just, do people actually think this? Oh, Mr. Incredible, sad because of men in dresses. Wow. A neutral to negative faced Mr. Incredible. Women in dresses. What is this? Happy men in suits, really happy women in suits. Oh, this one confuses me. Is this a right-wing meme? I feel like it fits within this category of memes because it's negative towards men in dresses, but not negative towards women in suits. That doesn't make sense. Oh, is this like a femininity bad? Femininity, but moderately acceptable when women are feminine, but nobody else can be feminine, and masculinity is the way forward. That's what it feels like. Let me know if I've misinterpreted this one. I would be interested to understand it. I'm pro-choice. Are you going to start choosing to take responsibility for your poor choices? What is that face? It looks like she's about to spit. I'm pro-choice. Well, you should start taking responsibility. Choose it. If you're pro-choice, choose to take responsibility for your poor choices. What are the poor choices? Is this saying that being pro-choice is a poor choice? Or is this saying that pro-choice people generally make poor choice? I don't know. Andrew, come upstairs for dinner right now. Mom, I'm busy right now downvoting everything in r/conservative. Oh, I feel like the memes that are in things like the Right Can't Meme and everything in r/conservative and what's being said is just so bad it could almost downvote itself. Portraying someone who's left as living in their parents' basement and doing nothing but scrolling through Reddit all day? Yes, very accurate. Homosexuality cannot be genetic because homosexuals cannot reproduce. I mean, if both are cisgender, yes, not with each other. Not all homosexual couples have two cis people there. Also, there is surrogacy and donors, so one person might be biologically related to their children, so genes are still being passed on. But also, this whole thing about, like, the gay gene, there is a genetic component to sexual orientation. It's something that people are born with, but just because you are gay does not mean you will have a gay child. If that were the case, and only gay people had gay children and straight people only ever had straight kids, there would be significantly fewer gay people than we see, because like so many gay people have straight parents. It is the most common situation, right? I'm going to assume it's a joke because wow. It's time for me to stand up for equality, she says, looking out the window. Oh, she's seeing somebody out there shoveling a lot of snow. That is a lot of snow. Tomorrow because she doesn't want to shovel snow. It's this whole thing of like, oh, well, you wouldn't want gender equality if this happened or if that happened, and people saying to trans people, like to trans men, oh, well, just wait and see how much you want to identify as a man if there's World War III and you're called to fight. It's like, I'm not going to detransition, I'm a man. I'm not going to be thrilled. It's just this concept that the want for equality or to be respected and recognised as yourself hinges on like choices of, oh, I only want the good things that come with being who I am, or having equality. And it's like, that's actually not what's happening. Millennial Republicans, an Instagram page, stopping the stereotype that every millennial is a leftist. I don't think that's a stereotype. I definitely think if you look at voting patterns, younger voters are significantly more likely to be left. But there is still a big chunk of like, what's millennial? I think I'm a young millennial and I'm 28. So like 27 to 30, nearly 40-year-olds, I don't know, who do vote Conservative. Trump is so effing terrible. Why? God, you're so effing stupid. But seriously though, why is Trump terrible? Everyone here is laughing at how effing dumb you are. Isn't it kind of obvious why he's terrible? I mean, how many times was he impeached? The wall, the homophobia, the transphobia, the sexism. There's a lot more as well. I'm not sure if this conversation's ever happened because it's so easy to even just name one terrible thing about Trump. My next song is called Please Don't Cut Off My Penis Because I Like the Colour Pink. It's so bad, it's funny. Most right-wing memes that rely on like transphobia, homophobia, various other things are just made up situations. Fathers, teach your boys to be men before society and the school system teaches them to be women. And that's no joke. I am deadly serious here that the schools will tell your boys that they are girls. Oh no. Teach them manly man things. Take them fishing. I said fishing because I saw a meme once that was like, if your dad doesn't fish, then you've actually got a mum. Okay. Yeah, it's no joke. Take it very seriously. Prostate cancer is looming behind trans men are females. Trans men don't have a prostate and trans men are men. Either they've gotten confused between trans men and trans women, and they're like, having a prostate is a big gotcha for actually you're not a real woman, which is just bullshit. I think they've got this very wrong. I mean, they've got it very wrong anyway, because they're trying to be transphobic and disrespect trans people's gender. Beyond that, they've also got it wrong on another level. My childhood, is that you? When you see a TV advert containing only a white, heterosexual family, it cannot be. And there's a little text on it that said, Lord of the Rings memes with politically incorrect themes. That rhymes, I like it. Yes, it's so rare nowadays. Did you know that actually only 2% of the population now is white heterosexual? Like, oh my gosh, so uncommon. They're going on the endangered list to soon to be extinct. The true gay agenda, well, not just the gay agenda. I feel like just because white, cis, straight is not what we see 100% of the time anymore, there's some diversity in seeing people of colour on TV and trans people and gay people on TV and other identities. Suddenly, transphobic, homophobic, racist people have just gone, I'm not represented anymore because out of the last 100 adverts, 2 of them did not contain a white cis straight couple. It's like it has to be 100% representation or they start freaking out that there's nothing there anymore for them. Conspiracy theorist, oh no, rejecting being called a conspiracy theorist, but instead a pattern recognitionist, also known as somebody who completely confuses causation with correlation and just makes up random connection between things. Yay! Still conspiracy theory. You can give it whatever name you want. I feel like this is probably related to something to do with like COVID and vaccines. 2018, hey son, I found a picture of your grandpa. Your grandpa is riding a motorbike. 2060, hey son, I found a picture of your grandpa. Grandpa used Snapchat filters. Right, times change. How lovely that during his childhood your grandpa was not part of a war. What is this trying to say? Oh, look at technology. Okay. What a terrible polluting environment, says a person standing between fields of sheep and a bird, and there's trees and there's cows. Ah, that's better, with a wind turbines, dead birds, solar panels and a truck. I never understand why people complain about wind farms or call solar panels an eyesore. They're literally doing good things, okay? Your minds are filthy. Come to church and have your brain washed. Excuse me. Is this a parody or has a church literally put out a poster or whatever this is called saying, come to us, we're going to brainwash you? I feel like this is a parody thing. Look at that brain being washed. Remember, male to female. Why you assign the gender type to the electrical elements? Let themselves decide who they want to be. Oh. It went very wrong. The whole point, right? Nobody's standing there going, oh no, don't say that. I'm just going to do it randomly and not listen to your instructions because I'm woke. They're called male and female because one is like it goes in and one has something go in it. It's a really old-fashioned term and old-fashioned reasons for the terms that have been given to things like this, but they're not human things. It's not people. It's like you can't use inanimate objects. It's when people say like, oh yeah, we have like a male and a female connector, that's how it's supposed to work. That means that, you know, gay people, you're wrong, you don't work. Well, you can't say that because it was actually humans labelled these electrical components and made them work in that way. It's got nothing to do with how humans actually function. Basically, plugs are not people and people are not plugs. This is exactly what I see when a grown man says he bought an electric vehicle, a pink Jeep. I've literally never even seen an electric Jeep, let alone a pink one. I've seen very, very, very few pink cars. I don't think I've ever seen a pink Jeep that isn't electric anyway. What are they trying to say? Owning an electric car is feminine or something? Wow, yeah, doing a little bit to help the planet is feminine. Believing in climate change. Feminine. What? Okay. What an unusual take. And that's all the right memes, the right can't meme memes for today. What did we think? Wow, that was moderately exhausting. They just didn't make sense. I'm sorry, I feel like I was like, I don't get it. What are they trying to say? Because that's how I felt about most of them. It's like, are you trying to be offensive? Is this a joke? Did this really happen? No. That's it for the memes today. But before I pop off, I want to talk to you about today's video sponsor, Squarespace. Squarespace is a powerful online tool used for website creation. Squarespace allows you to build a community with features such as a fully integrated commenting system that allows for threaded comments, replies, and even likes. You can also make use of powerful blogging tools to categorize, share, and schedule your posts. You can connect with your audience and generate revenue through gated, members-only content, manage your members, send email communications, and leverage audience insights all on one easy-to-use platform. And it really is super easy to use and lets you do so much. My personal fave feature to make use of is being able to integrate my social media presence on my website. With the ability to display posts from my social media profiles on my website just like this, you can also automatically push website content to your fave social media channel so your followers can share it. And if it's a shop you're looking to create, there are Squarespace extensions allowing you to extend Squarespace's already powerful e-commerce capabilities. These third-party tools help you manage inventory, promote products, streamline bookkeeping, reconcile and file sales tax, and ship items across the globe. If the sound of this takes your fancy, then go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch your website, go to squarespace.com/Jammidodger for 10% off your first purchase of a domain. And that's everything for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, think about giving it a thumbs up and subscribing if you want to, but no pressure if you don't. And yeah, as always, thank you so much. I think I've already said thank you so much. So I'm just going to say much love, and I'll see you next time. Bye!